My name is Shane Minier. I live in Geraldine, South Canterbury, New Zealand. This is the Four Peaks mountain range in our town of 3,000 peoples situated at the base. It's glorious, half an hour to the mountains, half an hour to the beach. We have a river running through this little town. It's rural New Zealand. It's a wonderful place for families, for retirement, for bushwalks.
Well, I've come all the way from Denmark as a working holiday. Left my entire family, brought my girlfriend down here. That's it. I've always been a chef. Started as a pot washer when I was 13. Like to sort of get into the business. Worked at an internship for 3 years and 9 months. Yeah, it was a really good time. I love being a student, like taking it all in and learning from like really experienced masters I had. And all through this time I was always in love with the knives and my knives, and got 2 knives, a nice big one and a nice like smaller one for cutting meat or fish or whatever. And I'd made do with those for about 4 years. There's always been like you buy gear, you buy knives as a chef, but you never throw anything away because it has like, it gets a sentimental value. Yeah, like a knife kind of becomes a colleague.
Emil, welcome.
Thanks.
Nice
to meet you, man.
Yeah, come on in.
Cheers.
So Emil, it's fantastic that you found me,
Yeah.
You're looking for a knife.
I'm looking
yourself?
for a knife. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be here working for about a year's time, 6 months at minimum. And I left all my knives at home. And my initial idea, like from when we left Denmark, was to get a knife down here, a specially made one I could bring home and use down here. So the coincidence is just like too great of an opportunity not to drop by your place, right?
But I love the metal. It looks really cool. Looks wicked.
Yeah. What I would be looking at would probably be something like this in the style of that.
Why don't I draw something up?
If you could do that,
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be cheeky or not, like to get you maybe to make a custom one. for
Let's
me,
customize it. Yeah, you know you're going to use this thing for a long time. Let's get it right.
But it is definitely something alongside of this, but
Great.
with a few bits and bobs.
We'll just sketch out something that you might like based on the most similar knife that you had in mind. So I'll just draw up this one. Okay. All right. So that's our rough outline. So looking at your changes, you would square up the heel of the knife up through here.
Exactly.
Okay. And we'll just put a bit of a curve through there.
Yeah.
The bolster be an integral bolster, so that'll be somewhere along here.
Yeah.
So like this. What do you think about the end of the handle? What is your preference?
End of the
there?
handle is fine. Perhaps if we could do like the small dimple or what you want to call it, have there. If it had like
a little hook for your finger.
Yeah.
And you mentioned about the blade width, the width of the blade.
Exactly.
Through here, so you want it a little bit
Slightly wider
bit more
than that one. Exactly.
Okay, so sort of that sort of width, a little bit, like 5 or 6 mils.
Something
Is
like
that enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
That one is right on the edge of being good, so like a bit wider.
What do you think?
That looks great. That looks like something to go for.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a few different sorts of timber.
Yeah.
I've got these blocks here, which again gives us some more options. So this is a piece called Miro, or Miro, sorry, M-I-R-O. So there's some nice patterning going on here.
Definitely.
This one here is Black Mirey. This is gorgeous timber. It's hard, very hard timber. But you've got these veins rolling through it. This is what I think would look amazing on your knife. This is beech. This is the same as these other two over here that we looked at. But this contouring through here, I mean, it's flat. Yeah. But it looks wicked. It's got depth to it.
Definitely.
And I can just see your knife will sparkle with this. This is resin, so these have all been stabilised. So this is just the remnants of the resin. So once this timber is affixed to your blade, it'll resist cracking and warping and movement and that sort of thing. Very hard timber. And then finally, another piece of Mirey. So lots of options there.
Definitely.
But I would strongly recommend we do this one because it'll look magic.
This looks wicked.
My skills as a knife maker have developed over many years. I very much enjoy workshop time, learning how to do things, testing my levels of skill. Lighting the forge is always exciting, and yes, I did flinch. I used 2 similar but different types of high carbon tool steel to make my Damascus. The heated billet comes out of the forge and is coated with borax, which is flux. It drives out impurities and helps the steel bond. This is a 24-ton press, hydraulically pushing the steel together, helping it forge weld. And then the main work of drawing out this billet is done on a 75-kilogram power hammer. The whole machine weighs 2.5 tons. It's a significant tool in my workshop. The billet is cleaned up, marked, then cut, restacked, welded together and taken to the forge for forge welding. This process of cutting and stacking and forge welding is repeated several times, hence the layer count continues to grow up towards the 200 mark. This was the first time the customer has been involved so closely with the project. The forge welding and shaping has now been finished, and I've got a rough formed knife. It's been sitting in a bed of vermiculite so it can slowly cool down, which anneals the steel. Now I'm applying the final profile shape to the blade, basing it off my wooden template so that I get the shape correct and true to what Emil was looking for. To have Emil do the heat treat quenching in oil was fantastic for both of us. The most exciting and incredible transformation is about to take place. After hours of grinding the blade, shaping the handle and putting on my maker's mark, it's time to immerse the blade in ferric chloride that will bring out the patterning of the Damascus blade. Hi guys,
How are you?
see you again, Emil. See you,
Hi.
Brought the medals today.
What I've made here, I hope, is a knife that you'll get years of enjoyment out of, and that it's a trustworthy partner in the kitchen in your professional work. That's all I want. Anyway, here it is. Is this alright?
It's alright, it's more than alright, like there's no words. That's bang on.
Thanks, man. Cool.
I've had the knife for month and a half now. Been using it every day. Really happy about it. It's one of the best knives I've had. It stays nice and sharp. I usually just sharpen it with a rod as I go, and that's enough to keep it nice and sharp. So it's some really good metal he's made as well. The blade is changing a bit when I cut into a lemon, for example. The acid of the lemon will interact with the steel and like make it change its color, which I think is really cool. And, like, it kind of adds a personality to the knife. It's really awesome. I've had it for a month and a half. It feels like I've had it for 15 years.
Yes, thanks, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. It's amazing. Like, it's way better than I could ever imagine.